Literally every time I go live, I forget to turn the mic on. What in the world? What's up, y'all? Welcome to tonight's live. It is your girl, the Savvy System Sister. My name is Carmen, and I am so excited to be here with you all this evening for our Sunday night live recording. Today, whoo, woo, woo, woo. Today, we're going to be talking about AI. And we're going to be talking about how AI is killing your business. Let's dive into tonight's conversation. So, in my usual doom and gloom and scroll situation, I came across this Facebook post. So, let me read it to you. And before I even read it to you, let me just preface this by saying my ADHD could not keep up. Okay. It was a whole lot happening in this post. So she said, my proposal workflow is super crazy right now to where I do not have to use Honeybook, Dubsado, and most of your common proposal softwares. The prospect books a call using my calendar housed on the systems boutique. And she has GHL in parentheses. If you're not sure what GHL is, that it stands for Go High Level. Go High Level is a CRM, which allows you to connect with your prospects. However, a lot of people white label a CRM uh, through Go High Level. So if you find somebody who has their own CRM, it could be a possibility that they are using a service like Go High Level to white label and give you something like the Systems Boutique. Okay, let's continue. This is the core of my setup. On the call, I have Claude and Fireflies connected. I have a custom project built in Claude that builds my proposals based on a custom proposal framework that includes logic for pricing, upsells, and add-ons, etc. After the call, I tell Claude to pull the Zoom and Fireflies for the call and complete the proposal. I review, edit, and then once done, upload to the Systems Boutique to send to the client. This is not just a regular document. This is a custom designed document that I have integrated with Canva. If you didn't have a CRM, you could send the proposal straight from Claude with a Gmail connector. Sorry, my thing is in the way. Client gets the proposal in less than 30 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, depending on if I start while on the call. I take about three sales calls a week, and my AI enabled sales system. I am working to reduce my involvement, but want to train the tools first before I do that. Okay, so I saw this today again as I was scrolling Facebook. Y'all, I dropped my son off at a birthday party, and I was like, "What are we talking about tonight on this?" I didn't even have any idea, and then I saw this post on Facebook, and I was like, "The Lord just be dropping the nuggets in, like He be just dropping them." So tonight, again, we're talking about AI. I saw this on Facebook, not that long ago, maybe a couple hours ago, and it got me to thinking about how you how we use AI in our business and how AI is just taking all personal the things out of our business. Like the reason God called you to your business is so that you can so that you can serve. But how are you serving if you got some artificial intelligence doing all the work before you behind the scenes? So this made me think a couple of weeks ago, or more like a month ago now. I purchased almost 2 months ago. I purchased the item from a company, and 20 days later, I get a charge on my card. And I'm like, what the heck is this? I didn't buy anything from them. So I went to support and I used their support email to send them an email. So, y'all, these people were starting to irritate my soul until I read into the message And I was like, wait a minute, this is not even a real person that I'm talking to. This is an AI chatbot that I'm talking to. A couple of signs gave it away. Number one, number one, one of the things that gave it away is that it was pulling in other clients' information to try to answer my question. It was like, yeah, you purchased this on January 6th. No, I didn't even know about your company January 6th. I did not find out about your company until March when I purchased something. And it also pulled in an email. They were like, we can guarantee that we have completed this XYZ, da da da, and here's your email. That ain't my email. So you just pulling from this company's database and giving out random information, which number one sounds unethical, and number two is dangerous. I don't want just because I made a purchase with you, I don't want somebody else having my information. And so those were like the two main, like, oh, okay, this is not a real person that I'm talking to. This is AI. Um, And so then I had to wait until they were open the next week to call them to get my problem and my things answered. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that could have been resolved way before it took me to call them, because y'all know, again, my ADHD brain, it took me a little bit to remember to call them. Um, so that's why I say that a lot of us, we're using all this AI in our business, but it's taking out the human connection. It's taking out the personalization. Somebody's not going to buy from you just because you have a good product. Somebody's not going to buy from you because 200 other people said they like your service. Somebody's going to buy from you based on the way that you make them feel and the relationship and the trust that they have. So if you're sending proposals and you're sending, and you got Claude and Fireflies trying to do all this behind the scenes of your business, then guess what? People aren't going to trust you. They might trust your AI system, and you might think that it is making things work faster for you, but even when you go into Claude, because listen, I just got into Claude. I had to say about ChatGPT, and I just got into Claude. So even Claude says at the bottom, like, this is AI, and AI can make mistakes. So you are trusting something that's not even real to run your business, the business that God called you to build, when there's they can make mistakes. Yes, you can make mistakes too, but at least when you make the mistake, it's a human behind that thing. When we have somebody like Claude or AI making mistakes behind us in our making mistakes in our business behind us, then who you gonna blame it on in? Because they already told you that they make mistakes. So why are we trusting these artificial things to run our business for us, when there are some things I know that sending out a proposal um, can seem like a daunting task. I get it. But why, if you have a template already, then why are you using AI to try to make things happen for you in your business? Okay, so that's what I want to talk about this evening. So, what can we do instead? So, I'm looking at this person right here. Again, she says, and I don't know if she was writing all this to brag on this Facebook post, but honey, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So she said her proposal workflow is super crazy right now, to where she doesn't have to use HoneyBook, Dubsado, and most of your common proposal softwares. I want to start right there. We're going to break this message down. I want to start right there because HoneyBook, Dubsado, and CRMs, is what they called, are not common proposal software. It's a CRM. CRM stands for Client Relationship management or customer relationship management. So basically, the purpose of the CRM when we're talking about tech, some people ask me about what tech resources to use. I use Dubsado personally in my own business, um, but the purpose of the CRM, the purpose of having HoneyBook, Dubsado, Paperbell, um, there are a couple others that I can't think of off the top of my head at this second. But the purpose of having those CRM or those management systems is so you can um, continue to engage in the relationship with your customer or client. That's why it's called a customer relationship management system. And this person in particular in this post talks about how she's using Go High Level. But guess what Go High Level is? Go High Level is a CRM. Just like HoneyBook, just like Dubsado, just like Paperbell. Excuse me. So if this person contradicted themselves right off the bat by saying that they don't use CRMs by saying that they use a CRM. Not only did they say they were using a CRM, they chose a CRM like Go High Level. And here's my issue with that. Because why not go for something that is going to make your business and your life easier instead of having this entire AI setup where instead you're going to pay $97 a month, and that's if it's not white labeled. So when we're talking about Go High Level costs about $97 a month, and that is the monthly rate. It's a little bit cheaper, of course, if you pay the annual rate, and that's if you go straight to Go High Level. This person is using something called the Systems Boutique. I don't know anything about the Systems Boutique. I know it's a white labeled Go High Level account, which means that you're paying into this, whether it's $97 a month or it's $500 a month, whatever the price is. Now, here's the thing about Go High Level. When you are using somebody else's white labeled Go High Level, they get to control the features that you use. But if you go and pay the $97 a month yourself, you get all the features. So she may be paying, I don't know anything about this person and what they're paying behind the scenes, but we're talking about how we're not using all these proposal softwares, yet you using Go High Level or a white labeled version of Go High Level for your calendar. Honey, you can get Calendly for $8 a month and we can keep it moving. And then she's connecting Claude and Fireflies, which Claude is $20 a month, unless you have the $100 a month version. Fireflies is about $30 a month. So I don't know if by saying she's not using all these things, she's trying to talk about how she's saving money. But girl, you're spending more money than what you need, especially if you're just using the Systems Boutique as a calendar and an email system, because there are much better options. There's Kit, there's Flowdesk, and if you need a code for any of those, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and put my bid in here. I am an affiliate, so if you are interested in Kit or Flowdesk, let me know. I'll get you a link to get you some money off. But I say all that to say, right here, she's trading in all these things. This workflow could be so much simpler if she took the AI out. If she took the AI out. Now, what could she use AI for? She could use AI for helping her to write a proposal template. What she doesn't realize with all of this is that by using HoneyBook, by using Dubsado, you can have a template already in there that when you send the proposal to your customer or client, you can do it in one click while you're on the call. So she here is talking about how the client gets the proposal in less than 30 minutes. Honey, The client should be getting the proposal while y'all are on the call. We want to take payment while we're on the call. So your customer or client can get the proposal while you're on the call instead of using AI behind the scenes and taking 30 minutes. So all this is confusing. I don't know. It just it I was just floored by the fact that somebody took all the time in the world to come up with this complicational AI system when really you just need a proposal template. Honeybook and Dubsado have both of those. While you're on the call with your person, I've used both. So if I'm on the call on a sales call, let's say I have 3 sales calls a week, then all I have to do is push one button and they got the proposal while they're on the call with me instead of me having to wait 30 minutes to type it up. Let's read the comments. I think some people in businesses invest in too much in AI without really looking at it. Right, exactly. I'm going to highlight this comment. Oh, well, you can't see it because this situation here is in the way. But 100%. People are spending a lot of money, not just in AI, but just in tools, period, thinking that, oh, this look good. And because it looks good, I'm going to use it when in fact, you're not doing nothing but complicating and overcomplicating what you have and what you need. If we're going to use AI, then the one thing AI should do is make our life easier. The one thing AI should do is make our business run smoother. And so if we're using AI to overcomplicate things, then what the heck is the purpose of using the AI? And I'm going to be honest with you. I feel that way about every tool out there. Some of us just get shiny object syndrome when it comes to tools. And you know what? You don't need half the tools that's out there. We be overcomplicating stuff for no reason. Like I'd be like, why? Why are we doing all this? What is the point of doing all of this when we don't have to? It's crazy. Um, again, not just with AI, but with all the tools that we use. Um, and I um now if you need the best streaming platform out there, Ecamm, hands down, is the best streaming platform out there. It has, because I had StreamYard. I was using StreamYard, and now I use Ecamm. Number one, Ecamm is a lot cheaper than StreamYard. And as an Apple girly, okay, it has changed the way that I stream. So I used to be scared to hit that button. Now I can go to Ecamm and I can push buttons and I can make things pop up on the screen and I can live my best life. And it is Ecamm has become we're BFFs at this point. I tell everybody you need Ecamm. If you need an affiliate link, I got an affiliate link for that too. I am an Ecamm affiliate, so I'll be happy to share my link with anybody that wants to check out Ecamm and get a couple get their trial. Maybe I'll do. I'm considering for the month of June doing an Ecamm workshop. Yeah, Ecamm Streamyard is way too expensive. I did a the only thing I liked about Streamyard was this not this summer, a couple like months ago when we were out of school for the ice. I was able to do a live show on StreamYard for some students. And I was able to make it so that um, it could be so that we had the webinar feature for that particular couple of days of activity. because I didn't want to put it onto YouTube because we were bringing kids on live. And it was the only thing I liked about StreamYard, but it was stupid expensive. Um, and so Ecamm has made it so that I can stream to all of my platforms if I want to. YouTube is my main platform right now, and um, I'm getting into LinkedIn, but I can stream to both, simultaneously. Ecamm allows me to be able to record video, which is where I started before I started pushing the live button. And now we just laugh all the time. Like, hey girl, let's just talk about it. So Ecamm again is number one, hands down my favorite streaming platform. Because there are so many things that I can do and so many buttons that I get to play with and push, and I just love it. So anyway, yes. So AI in your business and any tools in your business, if it is not making your life easier, then it is likely complicating things. We don't even need all of that, especially if you, depending on the workflows that you're building, and if the workflows you are building are too complicational for where you are, then it's got to go. It's got to go. Like, you don't need half of the stuff that's out there. And I know myself is that I um I know myself, I like to overcomplicate things too. And recently, a couple of times, in 2026, and then we only in April, where I had to step back and and like wait and be like, hold on. You doing too much. And that's what some of y'all are doing. You're doing too much. You're doing too much with your tools. You're doing too much with AI. Like, what do you really need? What is the goal? Why are you in business? You're in business to serve and to create impact. Is having that complicated funnel helping you to serve? What difference does it make if you have complicational things happening and there's no body to serve? Let's see. Only good thing about StreamYard is the multiple people you can have on a panel at once. If it's just you, use either Ecamm. You can have multiple people on a panel with Ecamm. You sure can. Um you sure can. You can get multiple folks on a panel with Ecamm. I almost invited somebody on here live with me tonight, but I was like, I'm gonna wait. So when it comes to AI, let's use it responsibly. We ain't gotta build all these crazy workflows in the back. It's unnecessary, y'all. Have y'all burning yourselves out, trying to not burn yourselves out. Y'all are overcomplicating things, and trying not to overcomplicate things. You not running your business. Something that ain't even real is running your business. And it's taking your intellectual property and putting it out there to try to run your business when um you don't need all that. You don't need all that. You do not need all that. Y'all, let's stop trying to overcomplicate things. And let's just serve in the way that we were called to serve. Because AI is going to be some of y'all's downfall. Some of y'all not going to sign the clients that y'all wanted to sign because you didn't take in the person over in the human out of the interaction. It's cool to use AI to come up with ideas, but when it comes down to it, it should be your voice, your brain, your interacting with the people that you're serving. AI is cool to help you. I was gonna say to help you write emails when you're emailing your email list, and I do use it for that sometimes. But I'll be honest, some of y'all emails sound the same. All y'all emails starting to sound alike because all y'all using AI to do it. And so if you're using AI to write your emails, It all it's not even your words. And I know, I have told ChatGPT a couple of times, hey girl, this is the tone in which I write. And so she will write in my tone. But even with her writing in my tone, your writing sound like everybody else's. So this is what I'm gonna recommend. If you gotta use AI to write your emails, use it to write your email and then clean it up to make it sound more like you. Yes, you can customize ChatGPT all you want to. Me and ChatGPT will sit here and have a entire conversation. So she knows the way that I talk. I call her Grace because she reminds me to give myself grace. The same thing with Claude. But there's some things that AI should not replace. They should not replace the human interaction that you need to have with your people. People can stop buying from you if you keep trying to replace everything with AI. Because again, that human piece is what's going to be missing, and that is what people are buying from you. They are buying from the human interaction that they have with you, not necessarily um buying just because you have a great service or a great product, or they want to buy from you. And if you're taking all the human interaction out of your business and you're putting AI in the mix, then you messing up. They not gonna stop. They gonna stop. And I and the more and more and more and more and more people that are using AI to run things, the more fraudulent representation. Sorry, that's what one of my assistant principals says. The more fraudulent representations that's out here. So use the AI, y'all, but stop overcomplicating things and make sure you put you back into whatever you're putting out there. And these AI flyers drive me up a wall too. Like when I can tell that the flyer or the post was made, why that drives me up a wall. I don't know why. I don't know why I hate that so much, but I do. So y'all stop. I know that it could feel like you're doing a whole lot. Um, then if it feels like you're doing a whole lot and you want to keep that human interaction in there, then you need an operations. You need an operations person. That's what you need. And if you need some strategy around what your workflow could look like, because you want to make it easier, book a call with me, because that's what I do. I calm the chaos. I am a chaos calmer. But I also make sure that we get the technology piece in there because technology is my jam, and y'all know. All right, and so make sure again if you're ready to calm the chaos, because listen, not the AI posters. The AI posters be killing me. They be killing me. We have an event coming up in one of my schools, and the teacher who is using it, um, I was looking at the post, and I was like, "Dang, not another AI flyer." Yes, the AI flyers look like AI wrote, look like AI did them. Y'all not fixing nothing. Y'all got these babies on these flyers with 14 fingers and 3 arms, and like let's stop. Let's stop making AI fly. Canva makes it super easy to make a flyer that's not an AI flyer. Canva makes that real easy. So we don't need the AI. We don't need the AI created flyer. Listen, go to Canva. They got templates. Type your information in. Keep it moving. But stop having ChatGPT create your flyer. Stop having ChatGPT create your Instagram and your Facebook and your LinkedIn posts too, because it looked like AI. That's another thing. That's a soapbox for another day. Maybe what I'll do is next week I will I'll make next week's video, or maybe I'll just record a video about some of the easier ways to do things that doesn't include AI, because sometimes y'all really be doing it overboard with this AI. All right, so if you're ready to calm the chaos, I am ready to welcome you in, and I have a few spots for some realignment calls this week. So make sure you just drop the link in the chat. Make sure you book your call with me. Because girl, we're gonna do this because AI does not have to complicate your workflow. It doesn't. If you need AI to complicate in order to make this workflow, then you need to book this call because we can make it easy without the AI. All right, y'all. This has been fun. Of course, every Sunday night we're on here live at 8 p.m. Y'all, this week is kind of crazy because my son has a showcase this week. But next week I'm going to be doing weekly live. Starting next week, I'm going to be doing for the month of May. I'm going to be doing weekly live trainings. We'll be together on Zoom. Make sure you're on my email list so that you can find out when the first training is or when the next training is and when we're going live each week on Zoom together, because we're going to do this. Make sure you book that call because, again, if AI is running your business, then oh, wait a minute, it's over here. Then you need, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I don't know which way you're looking at it. Then you need to make sure you book that call with me. I will see you real soon, either on YouTube or on LinkedIn or wherever, or on the call that you book with me. I will see you real soon. See you next time.